Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hey everybody, Wild Man West here.
I'm Rebecca.
And welcome to day 25 of SHOCTOBERFEST 2024. Okay, so, because of the mulligans that Becca had earlier...
I made an effort.
Yeah, but...
I didn't know.
But just to help you feel better, since we did a particular movie last year... Oh, and
I've made me do it.
Yeah. I've talked about it for many a years, and we're finally doing it just to get it over with. We're going to be talking about 1990's Troll 2. Yep, that's it, folks. We're going there.
He made me watch it.
Yeah, well, I watched it too, and you know, it was by choice, but also just to. I wanted the fans to watch me slowly sink into insanity and possible depression.
I do have to say, with as much as I've heard you talk about it, there was that little part of me that wanted to watch it knowing that I didn't want to watch it.
This makes The Room look like Citizen Kane. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's get on with it. So this movie is about a home exchange situation where a family from the burbs goes and exchanges with a family from a farmland area. And, well, the burb family, they're heading that way, and one of the family members, the daughter, she's got some friends, a boyfriend, and a couple horny other guys. They're gonna follow them there, and it turns out that this farmland community is run by a bunch of goblins. Not trolls, goblins! And they have a special way of making people become vegetables because they don't eat meat.
They're good goblins.
Vegetarian goblins. I mean, seriously, this makes me think of an 80s cartoon about a vegetarian vampire duck named Count Duckula. That's just where I'm going with this one. But anyways, I digress. So eventually you find out that there's this big curse going on within the town where there is a druid witch or the goblin queen. Goblin queen. Seriously, you're ripping off Labyrinth at this point. So she's the one in charge of all of them, and eventually the family has to try and get away from all of this. You know what? This is the biggest mulligan ever. I tried. Folks, I tried. You know what?
I think it's because I made him watch The Deliverance and the other super long.
Yeah,
that was my receipt.
Your penance, yeah. So we're going to talk about what we like and what we don't like about this film.
What do you like, honey?
In a way, I like the bad acting. I mean...
Well, yeah, it's like they tried, but they're not trying.
Yeah.
They're trying.
Well, I mean, even after looking at there was a documentary called Best Worst Movie based on this, and a lot of them thought that they were actually making a legitimate film, and some of the cast members and crew didn't take it serious enough, and they knew that they were in on the act, basically, and it's just...
That actually makes a lot more sense.
It becomes a conflict of interest at that point. That's about all I can say about that. When it comes to what I don't like about the film, a lot. I mean...
Why is it called Troll? It's about goblins.
Yeah, well, and let's talk about the town that they go to.
Lingog?
Nilbog.
Nilbog.
And in reverse, that's Goblin. I know you wanted to talk about it, but...
No, that's fine.
I jumped on your toes.
That's okay.
Well, I'll find a time where you can jump on my toes on that one, so...
I mean, I kind of jumped on your toes with Cujo.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but that's okay. Hey.
I warned you.
Hey, who's counting? Oh, but this movie was just like... Even the special effects, I mean, they had a couple of the troll masks, or like kind of quasi-masks from the original film, but the rest of it just okay. It looked like they tried to make like Greek tragedy masks that you have on stage and just put a bunch of fangs on it. Now, for all my Quad City fans out there that might be watching this, I was a member of Genesius Guild in Rock Island, where I was in a lot of Greek tragedies where we wore the big, straight edge mask going down to the curve. These troll masks looked exactly like that, but with fangs. And you know what? All I was like, are we watching Troll 2 or, like Oedipus Rex maybe? I don't know. I mean, there are some Oedipus Rex kind of concepts in this movie, so yeah. So
I was still very confused on the troll goblin malfunction. I had to Google to make sure that I wasn't crazy.
Well,
they are not the same thing.
And now that I think about it, they kind of ripped off other movies. One in particular, because these goblins are making food out of a specific spell or potion formula or whatever, that when people eat it, they turn into these vegetarian globs. It reminds me of the movie The Stuff, where they're eating this kind of gelatinous, or not gelatinous, but like whipped cream almost, but it's not whipped cream, and it turns people into just dysmorphic aliens, things like that. So yeah, they kind of, I don't know what the hell they were doing with this movie.
I wasted a couple hours or so of my life.
At least we had beer.
There was beer. I do like beer. Don't forget to look out for What's Your Poison.
Oh yeah.
By the way.
We've got good beers.
We got some good stuff coming up.
Yep.
Maybe I'll pretend to be involved.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't know what I'm doing with beer.
Well, as we digress, it's time to grade this film. I already know what I'm doing. Yeah, F.
F. Solid F minus. Can I do an F minus?
I wish, but no, we gotta give it F. I mean, oh man, and I tried. I actually wanted to give this movie a better grade because I talked so much crap about it. And
I wanted to prove something wrong, that maybe this wasn't as bad as he had said, and it just... Boo! 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 I mean, at least it held my attention enough to go, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah. I mean, the best way to describe this film, it's like if you're sitting around a bus or a party or a bar and you're holding in a fart and you just don't want to offend anybody, and then eventually you let a little bit out and you get the nature of the beast and it actually gets to the crowd and they smell it. Yeah, the SBD. This movie is definitely an SBD. Oh man, I want to say I'm sorry, folks, but hey, if you want to watch, if you want to watch it, it's on streaming for free. So I mean, don't say we didn't warn you if you've never watched it before.
Just understand, it's gonna be goblins, not trolls.
Yeah,
and it has nothing to do with the first movie.
No. Well, we hope you enjoyed at least my suffering of this movie. I mean, I feel bad that you had to see her suffering.
I feel like this was worse than either of mine.
Yeah, she's gonna hit me in the head with a frying pan later.
I love him.
As she says, contemplating putting poison in my coffee. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, and if you actually do enjoy this movie and don't agree, you can leave a thumbs down. I get it, but just remember, you might be... no, I'm just not...
To each their own.
Yeah.
To each their own. I'm not here to judge.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to judge you if you love it. No, I mean, hey, not every horror movie's for everybody, and this one was not for us. Make sure you share on social media, push that little red button, and ring the bell for instant notifications. Until then, I'm Wildman Wes.
I'm Rebecca.
And we will see you tomorrow for day 26, hopefully, for Shocktoberfest 2024. Take care, and as always, stay scared. I need to wash the taste out of my mouth from this film. Yeah, Prost.
Prost.